The murder of 31-year-old Allie Brugger has police baffled, literally left without a clue in their hunt for the monster who shot Allie in the back while she was jogging along this quiet dirt road near her home in Holly, Michigan, north of Detroit.
You have no eyewitness?
No eyewitness.
No surveillance video?
None.
No DNA?
No DNA.
But then, just 3 days after Allie's killing, investigators get an unexpected lead when another young woman is murdered in eerily similar circumstances 600 miles away. Karina Vetrano found beaten and strangled to death on a remote trail where she'd gone jogging near her home in Queens, New York. And just 5 days after that, a third female jogger, Vanessa Marcotte, is found burned to death in Princeton, Massachusetts, leading police to believe there may be a roaming serial killer on the loose.
Traveling around and doing different places.
And it only makes Allie's murder more horrifying.
Allie was first. Allie's murder was the first one.
But the serial killer theory ultimately falls apart when the East Coast murders are found to be unrelated, and police make arrests in each case.
Everybody was ready to put them together, but just didn't pan out. This was being our person.
Now, Michigan State Police are back to square one. And following their initial hunch,
That she had to know who her killer was. It was just too weird.
and anyone who knew Allie is considered a suspect,
Everybody's in the game.
Everybody's in the game.
including Wes Sutherland, an ex-boyfriend Allie had lived with for nearly 2 years before they broke up, 3 months before her murder. He also worked as an aide at the same hospital as Allie while studying to be a nurse like her, and had reportedly remained friendly with Allie after the split.
So being that this is an open investigation, he's a suspect.
Police had grown suspicious of Sutherland from the first time they interviewed him. They believed he was lying and withholding information.
We know that sometimes he's not absolutely truthful, but maybe he's not absolutely truthful with everybody, not just us.
And speaking out for the first time in this exclusive interview with Crime Watch Daily, Sutherland admits he did fail one of 2 police polygraph tests.
What were the results?
They said that the first one was inconclusive, and then they said that I failed the second one.
And they specifically asked you, did you kill Allie?
Yes.
How do you explain the fact that you failed the polygraph test? When you were asked, did you kill him?
I don't believe I failed. I believe that it was an intimidation tactic.
Police had also been unable to verify Sutherland's alibi.
Where were you at the precise time of the shooting?
I was at home. Allie and I had actually worked the night before, and she was planning on coming over that morning.
But could they have had one fatal argument?
And why did you break up?
Right off the bat was marriage. She wanted to get married immediately.
And you were not keen
I
on
was
that.
not. I didn't feel like it was responsible to get married until I graduated from college. I wanted to be able to support her.
However, Allie's parents told a different story.
They say the reason you and Allie broke up was because she found out you were on a dating site.
That is not the reason we broke up.
Were you on that dating site?
I was on a dating site, yes.
Even though you were seeing Allie?
We had grown apart because of the marriage thing. The marriage thing was a huge issue.
Sutherland says they'd reconciled, and just before Allie was murdered, were planning to live together again.
If anything, the breakup made us realize that we needed each other more than we realized. We had come to an agreement that we would get engaged that Christmas, but we wouldn't get married until after I graduated from college. That was the compromise.
Andy says he was devastated by the murder of the woman he claims was his fiancée.
I loved Allie. No question about it. Anybody who knows me knows that I loved Allie and knows the pain that I went through.
Sutherland says it's also painful living under a dark shadow of suspicion.
It hurts to love someone as much as I loved Allie, and to have people look at you that way is extremely painful.
He tells me just what he told police when they asked him the same question.
Did you kill Allie?
Absolutely not.
Were you there when she was shot?
No.
And Sutherland points the finger at several other possible suspects, including one of Allie's male co-workers, and shockingly, her own parents, Nikki and Franz.
How could her parents be considered suspects? I talked to them. They don't seem like the kind of folks who'd be capable of killing their one and only daughter.
Right. I understand. I can understand that.
Do you agree with me? Or?
No.
Really?
Really.
You think that her parents were capable of killing her?
I think that her father could be, yeah. The relationship that she had with her father was not good.
Sutherland also quotes Allie's mom, Nikki, as telling him that her husband gets angry with her for continuing to mourn their daughter's death.
She said that she's been having a rough time with Franz, her father, that they had recently gotten in an argument because Franz had told her that she should just get over it.
But that doesn't make him a killer.
It does not make him a killer. It's an odd thing for a loving father to be saying a few months after his daughter was murdered.
Franz Brugger scoffs at Sutherland's stunning accusation, but doesn't care to get in a finger-pointing match with him.
I'm not that easy to judge people. You know, I just wait and see.
Wife Nikki is not so forgiving of Sutherland.
I won't have anything to do with him. I won't talk to him.
Perhaps just as surprising as Sutherland's accusation against Allie's parents is the reaction of police.
We have not ruled out anyone, including mom and dad.
Nor Wes Sutherland.
So he's not ruled out.
He's not been
Wes
ruled
has
out.
not been ruled out.
Correct.
But police also say that failing a polygraph test doesn't mean Wes Sutherland had anything to do with Allie's murder.
It wouldn't be fair for us to say that just because he lied to us, you know, that he's a killer. People lie to us all the time. Does that make you a murderer? It doesn't.
And more than 18 months after Allie was killed, police remain confident they will eventually catch whoever did it.
There's one tiny piece of the puzzle that we're looking for, that we either need the person that was involved to tell us about or the person that was told. And once they do that, we'll solve this case.
Allie's grieving mom says she won't rest until they do.
Just because she's not here in the flesh doesn't mean she's not here in the spirit. I'll always be her mother. That's my responsibility as her mother, to find out what happened to her.
Anyone with information leading to the arrest of the person or people responsible for the murder of Allie Brugger is asked to call 1-855-MICH-TIP. There's a reward of up to $13,500. I'm Chris Hansen. If you like this story, make sure you tune in every day to Crime Watch Daily. You can find where the show airs in your city at crimewatchdaily.com. Watch it live or record it on your DVR and watch it at night. And to all those criminals out there, remember, we are watching.